Imagine this: Earth without trees, no forests, no oxygen, no animals on land, no humans, just barren rock, toxic skies, and oceans filled with microscopic life. But then, one of the most important revolutions in the history of our planet begins. A revolution that will create soil, reshape continents, cool the atmosphere, build ecosystems, launch animal life onto land, and literally change the air you're breathing right now. This is the story of how trees built the modern world, and it's one of the most epic transformations in Earth's history. Let's rewind 400 million years. The land is completely barren. No forests, no grass, not even moss in most places. The atmosphere is packed with carbon dioxide. Oxygen levels are low. The ground? Just sharp, lifeless rock. Early life is thriving underwater, but on land? Nothing, because Earth is missing two things: soil and shade. But then small moss-like plants crawl out of the water. They're tiny, fragile, and have almost no roots. But they start something new. They begin breaking rock into powder. They trap water. They create the first thin layers of soil. This is the foundation of everything to come. Fast forward to around 385 million years ago. Earth suddenly gets its first giants. Archaeopteryx? These were not normal trees. They were 30-meter-tall freaks of evolution, half fern, half conifer, fully revolutionary. For the first time, Earth has deep root systems, massive trunks, complex canopies, entire forests spreading across continents. And with forests comes a new superpower: atmospheric control. Trees pull CO from the air like gigantic vacuum cleaners. They pump out oxygen. They stabilize rivers and create real soil. But they're so good at removing CO that they accidentally push Earth into its first climate crisis, a global cooling event linked to one of the planet's early mass extinctions. Trees literally changed the climate so fast that oceans struggled to keep up. Next comes the Carboniferous period, the moment forests take over the world. Imagine a planet covered in swampy, humid, alien-looking jungles, giant scale trees, 30-meter ferns, enormous horsetails forests, so dense sunlight barely reaches the ground. Oxygen skyrockets, up to 35% of the atmosphere, the highest in Earth's history. What happens when oxygen explodes? Insects get huge. Dragonflies grow 70 centimeters wingspans. Millipedes reach 2 meters. Life goes wild. Meanwhile, forests bury massive amounts of carbon underground. Dead trees fall into waterlogged swamps, don't fully decay, and are compressed into coal. Yes, the coal powering modern civilization. It's fossilized trees from this ancient age. But Earth changes again. The climate dries. Swamps shrink. Forests adapt. Enter the gymnosperms, the first true seed-bearing trees. Conifers, cycads, ginkgos, these trees can survive droughts, cold, and fire. Seeds protect their embryos, letting forests grow anywhere. Mountains, deserts, coastlines, and everything between. They set the stage for the next major explosion in evolution. In the age of dinosaurs, another quiet revolution begins. Flowers, the first flowering plants appear, tiny shrubs at first. But they invent something game-changing: fruits, scents, petals, rapid reproduction, partnerships with insects. Bees evolve. Butterflies evolve. Pollination becomes efficient. Forests transform from dark, conifer-dominated worlds into colorful, diverse ecosystems, and eventually what we call modern forests. The dinosaurs vanish, but angiosperms, the flowering plants, explode across the planet. After the dinosaurs, forests rebuild fast, and mammals thrive. Primates evolve depth perception for climbing, grasping hands, color vision, complex social behavior, larger brains. Forests literally train primates to become smarter, more capable, more adaptable. As forests expand and contract with climate cycles, some primates leave the trees and begin walking upright. These are the earliest ancestors of humans. Forests don't just shape the environment. They shape brains, behavior, and evolution. Humans rise because forests make the world stable. They create fertile soil. They provide wood for fire, tools, shelter. They maintain the oxygen balance. Every empire that thrived did so because forests made the land livable. Every civilization that collapsed usually damaged its forests first. Trees have always been the quiet infrastructure behind all human progress. Right now, forests absorb a third of human-made CO, generate rainfall systems. Cool cities and continents anchor 80% of land biodiversity, protect coastlines, maintain breathable air, stabilize the climate. The planet breathes through its forests. And every breath you take is part of that ancient cycle. Cycle trees began hundreds of millions of years ago when they transformed a barren planet into the living world we know today. Trees didn't just appear on Earth. They built it. They created the air, climate, and ecosystems that made life possible, including ours. If you want more epic, deep-time stories, hit subscribe, because the planet has many more secrets to tell.